In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at multiplying two three-digit numbers together. And so I'm going to take a look, I'm going to show you two examples. The first one is going to be 805 multiplied by 614. Now, when we write the multiplication, this is what we write it like. Every digit in the bottom number gets multiplied by every digit in the top number. So like the 4 gets multiplied by all three of these, the 1 gets multiplied by all three, the 6 gets multiplied by all three. So that's the process. So we're going to start, and you start with the ones digit here multiplied by the ones digit. Remember, it goes ones, tens, hundreds. So 4 times 5 is 20. Now 20 is a 2 and then a 0, so we put the 0 here, and then we write the 2 above here. So next I'm going to multiply the 4 by the 0. Now 4 times 0 is 0, and then we add 2 to that, which is 2, so you write a 2 here. And 4, so we finished multiplying the 4 by the 5 and the 4 by the 0. Now we multiply the 4 by the 8. Now the 8's the last digit on the left of 805, so we don't need to do any carrying up here. So 4 times 8 is 32, so we put the 3 and the 2 here. Now we're going to multiply the 1 by each of these, and the 1 is actually 10. So that's why we'll bring a 0 down here and go 1 times 5 is 5. Now there's nothing to carry there. 5 is a one-digit number. So now we do 1 times 0, which of course is 0, still a one-digit number. And 1 times 8 is another one-digit number. That's 8. So we finish multiplying the 1 by the 8, 0, and 5. So next we're going to multiply the 6 by each of these. Now the 6 is actually 600. So that's why we're going to drop 2 zeros down here. 1 in this row, 2 in this row. So 6 times 5 is 30, so 30 is a 3 and a 0, so we'll put the 0 here and carry the 3 up top. So I've multiplied the 6 by the 5. Now I go 6 times 0. Now 6 times 0 is 0, and we'll add the 3 to that. So 0 plus 3 is 3, so I'll write a 3 here. And so I've multiplied the 6 by the 5 and the 6 by the 0, so lastly I'll do the 6 times the 8, which is 48. Nothing to carry because the 8 is the last digit up here to multiply. So I can put the 4 and the 8 here. And then we'll put a line across and add all these. So 0, 0, and 0 adds to 0. 2 and 5 add to 7. 2 plus 0 plus 0 is 2. 8 and 3 is 11. Plus 3 more is 14. So we'll put a 4 here and we'll carry the 1 up here. 1 added to 8 is 9, and of course there's nothing to add to the 4, so nothing, or 0 plus 4 is 4. So the product of 805 and 614 is 494,270. One more example, we're going to multiply 245 by 397. So we'll write out the multiplication. And we'll start doing 7 multiplied by 5, which is 35. So put 5 on the end here and carry the 3. Now, there's actually a lot of numbers to do carrying, so I'm going to put the 3 like way over here first because there's going to be a lot of them. So next we do 7 times 4, which is 28, and we're going to add the 3 to that. 28 plus 3 is 31. You can count if you have difficulty with adding. See 28, 29, 30, 31. So that's 31. So I'll put a 1 here and carry another 3. So put a 3 up here. So I've multiplied the 9 by the 5, sorry, the 7 by the 5 and the 7 by the 4. Now I need to do the 7 times the 2. The 2 is the last digit, so when we do 7 times 2, that's 14. And we'll add this 3 to it to give you 17. So we'll write the whole 1 and 7 here. We don't need to write the 7 and carry the 1 because we finished with the 7. We've multiplied by the 5, the 4, and the 2. So now we turn to the 9, which is actually 90. So we drop a 0 down here. And 9 times 5 is 45. So we'll put a 5 here and carry the 4 up top. So we did the 9 and the 5. So we now do 9 times 4 is 36. Plus that 4 makes 40. So we put the 0 from the 40 here and carry the 4 up top. So I've done the 9 and the 5, the 9 and the 4, and now I need to multiply 9 by 2. And if you multiply 9 by 2, you get 18. And we're going to add that 4 to it to give you 22. So I've multiplied the 9 by all three numbers, so I can put the whole 22 here. I don't need to do a 2 and carry that 2. And so I finished with a 9. Now I need to do the 3. The 3 is actually in the hundreds place, so that's why we bring 2 zeros down here. So 3 times 5 is 15, so we'll put the 5 here. Carry a 1 up top. So I've done the 3 and the 5. Now do the 3 times 4 is 12 plus that 1. So 12 plus that 1 gives you 13. So we'll put a 3 here. So it's 13. So we carry that 1 up top here. Last number to write up top, actually. And so I've done the 3 and the 5, the 3 and the 4. Now do just need to multiply the 3 by the 2. Now 3 times 2 is 6 plus that 1 is 7. So we'll write a 7 right here. And put a line across because we're going to add. So 5 and 0 add to 5. 1 and 5 add to 6. This is a 0, so it's still just 6. 7 and 5 is 12, so put a 2 here. And I'll carry my 1 up. I'll write it right here. So 1 and 2 is 2, plus 2 more is 4, plus 3 more is 7. So we'll write a 7 here, and 2 and 7 add to 9. So 245 multiplied by 397 is 97,265. So there's a couple of examples of multiplying 3-digit numbers together. And so basically, you multiply every digit in the bottom number by every digit in the top and do the carrying when necessary. And that's the end of the tutorial.